taken. Bandits burn 10 alive, slaughter 15 others in Niger State community. Welcome to the news and thank you for tuning in to listen. Gunmen suspected to be bandits have burned 10 people alive in Ķ91 community in Sakin Power Ward of the Monyan local government area of Niger State. The gunmen also abducted about 7 women during the attack. The secretary of Monyan local government area, James Jagaba, narrated the ordeal which he described as an ugly incident. He added that the bandits moved to Shape village under the Saki Power Ward and slaughtered 9 people while others in the community took to their heels, adding that they also killed 7 people in Gogope Ward. He said the bandits set all the houses ablaze, burned 10 people alive, abducted 7 women and slaughtered the others. On their way after carrying out the heinous act, they met 2 people whose vehicle broke down. They stopped and killed those 2 people, then burnt down their vehicle. In the process, 3 of the abducted women escaped and the bandits went with the other 7 women. The whole community was wiped out by the bandits. Nobody survived. We got to know about how they carried out the activities from the women who escaped and are still in shock. It was learned that the bandits were able to carry out their activities unabated due to the seizure of mobile networks in the affected community. We were told that all efforts to reach the security personnel proved abortive because for some days there had not been mobile network service in Monyan local government. The people could not reach out to the security agencies, neither could they reach out to the council. At the council, we got the message very late and efforts to get to the security was not possible, James said. Now, this is the news we hear. It is now familiar. In fact, we always go to bed sleeping if you are one of those residents in the north, and not just in the north, anywhere at all. You go to bed sleeping and praying that you're going to be alive the next day, and you're not going to hear such news. Now, the federal government, or forgive me, President Muhammadu Buhari, is coming out to say with this state of Nigeria that our unity should not be negotiated, that it cannot be negotiated. What is not supposed to tell you? People keep losing their lives. People are being slaughtered like animals. People are being slaughtered like animals. These people they're not toys. Neither are they animals. They are people's mothers, brothers, sisters, aunts, uncles, nieces, nephews, children, women, pregnant women, nursing mothers. They are being slaughtered on a daily basis. And what did the government do about it? Nothing. And you keep saying that Nigeria's unity is not negotiable. This is rather very saddening and disheartening. We run a federal system of government and a democratic system of government. And yet, it is being run as if we are running a dictatorship or a dictatorship kind of government. That is how it is seeming. It is seeming that Nigerians are not being heard and are not being spoken to. They just pass out a law and say that is how it is going to be. That is dictatorship. That is not a democratic system of government. In a democratic system of government, people talk to their government or those in government and they listen. And in return, the government talks back to them and the people listen. And there is what we call an understanding. And after the people have poured out their hearts, what will happen is solution will be preferred and the citizens will go back home being assured, not just being assured, they are going to ensure, the government on their part will ensure that those particular things agreed on are going to be carried out. That is what the Democratic Party is all about. Now, people are dying every day. The insecurity is at its peak. In fact, every day it goes from, if it was 100, it goes from 100 to 500. If it was 500, it goes from 500 to 700 on a daily basis. People keep losing their lives. How long will this continue to happen? Okay, news getting us very early this morning was that the leader of the ISWAP group, or one of the leaders of the terrorist group, that one of them has been found. Now I'm saying if it is where in a nation where there is truly fairness, we are going to be happy. because it will mean that as one of the leaders of this particular group have been caught, what will happen is he's going to be interrogated, and he will be handed over to the government, and the government will in return get information from him, and from that information gotten from him, others can also be caught, and the law will take its course. But what do we see today? What do we see today? Even those that came out and said they killed our mothers, our fathers, that they kidnapped and they burnt and they raped our sisters, our mothers, our fathers, our uncles and aunts, that they do all sort of these heinous crimes against these people. They came out to say, oh, we did these things, but we are sorry. We are sorry. And what happens? The government say, oh, come in. Oh, you're sorry. Oh, okay. Have you eaten? They throw a party for these people. They throw a party for them. And after throwing they even give them a means of livelihood. They recruit them into the Nigerian army. This is what this is what happened. What do you think will happen? What do you think will happen? I was a notorious killer. I said, okay, I'm going to surrender. I have a motive in mind for surrendering. I surrender and I say, oh, I'm sorry that this happened. Oh, I'm sorry. Just sorry. Just sorry is being told to the families. The government is quick to come out and say, oh, we continue to send our condolences to those affected. Meanwhile, there is something that you can do about it. There is something that can be done about it. This is rather unfair. Now, I'm not even going to be surprised if another attacks happen. It is not like we're expecting it, but what do we do in a country that is highly insecure? There is nothing that you can do for Nigeria now that is going to be well appreciated. I'm telling you. If you go to a family that their loved ones have been killed, they witness the killing, there is no amount of money that will wipe away that trauma. There is no amount of money. It will still be there. If you do good for the citizens of Nigeria now, it will be so blind for them to see. Why? Because they still feel unsafe. Amidst all this, yesterday, information got into was that the president, on yesterday being Independence Day, what happened? In all the matters that are rising, there are matters arising, and what the president said was that the lift of Twitter ban will happen soon. In a state where there's so much matters arising, where the terrorism, where the insecurity is on the high, when people are scared for their life, that is what you come out to say. And you keep saying you are sending your condolences and you continue to pray for the families that have lost when you can avoid it. It is just like the government is killing its own people. I am sorry, but that is how it sounds. That is how it sounds. This particular issue is continually being romanced. It's continually being romanced by the government, and at the end, they will tell us, oh, they did their best, or they are putting. And information that reached us last week was that an ex-soldier came out to say that he was prosecuted for the crime. Which crime did he commit? He requested that arms and ammunition, good arms and ammunition, should be given to him and his colleagues to fight these bandits and Boko Haram. That is what got to us. That means, okay, we keep borrowing funds. We borrow funds and borrow funds. I thought that insecurity was going to be the topmost thing on the list of the government. It is going to be the topmost priority. But what happens? Our soldiers are not being given the arms and ammunition. According to that particular soldier, he also said that the arms and ammunition of the Boko Haram, that they were clean, they looked new, and they looked sound. They could use it to wipe out the whole of Nigerian army if they wanted to. Our soldiers are sent to die for nothing. Good ammunitions are not given to them. And yet, we keep borrowing funds. I keep asking, this money that is being borrowed, where does it go to? Where? Nigeria is deteriorating, is decaying every day. We are as good as a living corpse. And they are saying, as news will reach us today, that the government is saying that the unity of Nigeria is not negotiable. Citizens of Nigeria, this is not right. This is not the, I am sure that our heroes past, Nnamdi Azikiwe, Ahmed Bello, and the other ones that came together for Nigeria to become one, so that we are going to be united. I am sure by now they are going to, their spirits will also come out to agitate for this restructuring and this restructuring that we are talking about. I am very sure that it will happen, and I'm very sure it's already happening, because they are going to be so disappointed by what is happening right now. With this, we have come to the end of the news. We say thank you for tuning in. Till I come your way next time. Enjoy the rest of the day.